Give it up for Payne Toronto.
Yeah.
That was something.
Yeah.
The analogy of cars and rape in American History X was just, it's there. He just put it out there and he gave it to y'all. You guys ready for your next comedian? I'm sorry, maybe I should have made Payne the headliner. Are you guys ready for your next comedian? Coming to the stage next is a real funny brother of mine. Please give it up for Corey Miller.
Thank you, Damien. Is that your way of giving me an N-word pass on Black History Month because you called me a brother?
I sell
Well, I'm broke because I work at a strip club.
them.
It's called Lumpy's. It's on 6th Street. And the boss man keeps telling me that the big girls are going to come support. I don't believe it. But anyways, you guys think ugly people adopt kids so they don't have to fuck each other? I went to the outdoorsman show with my job. I work at Savannah's, and I take a bunch of the girls out to hand out flyers. And I kept seeing dudes married to chicks that look like Payne with like 9 kids, but they're all Vietnamese. It's like they were raising a bunch of like Vietnamese kids to be like in the NRA and vote for Trump. Yeah. It was fucking insane. They had them all in like leashes. I didn't know you could buy a 9-pack. It was the craziest thing I've seen in like a long time. It was just like this lady that was in a fucking in one of those motorized scooters with like 9 Vietnamese kids on leashes. It was fucking insane. I got yelled at by our social media manager for taking a video of it, which is bullshit because I was totally gonna put that in our highlights of the outdoor show. And then he told me if we did that, we'd probably get canceled. And I was like, oh man, canceled by a bunch of people with a sleep apnea mask. That's gonna be terrible. Oh yeah, but I was dead ass just thinking that. I was like, I see it at the mall all the time, but to see it there, that was fucking insane. Like just some fat dudes with a bunch of Vietnamese kids. It was fucking, blew my mind. Absolutely changed my whole outlook on life. I started saving money for retirement. I don't know why. But so I'm a bouncer at Savannah's. I'm actually the head of security. And the craziest thing happened on Saturday. It's like every week it like ups itself. It's like pretty much like living in the WWE Attitude Era at this point. But like every week it just gets crazier. Like all we need is like Stone Cold Steve Austin to spray us with beer. Or like maybe like fill my Corolla up with concrete. Like that, it's just been getting insane. So like these 2 Indian dudes come in and they're trying to solicit, which is a big like, nah, knock it the fuck off. We'll give you 1 warning, then you're out. So they leave the VIP room after 10 minutes and they offer one of the girls $50 to go out to their car right now and fuck. $50, that's what I said. I'm like, ah, shoot, I got 80 on me right now. Like, just putting it out there. If you are lonely as me, like, just call me. You have my phone number. But anyway, she said $50. That's a fucking insult. I was like, yeah, well, I'll write a check. Probably a bounce. But anyways, so these dudes, I'm like, hey, fellas, come over here. Like, oh, you guys got the $50? And they looked at me. We were like, oh, $50 for another 10 minutes. I was like, yeah, it shouldn't take me that long. And they're like, what? And I was like, yeah, I thought you guys wanted to go out in your car and party a little bit. And I'm like, they just kept looking me up and down. And they're like, what the hell are you talking about? I'm like, yeah, here at Savannah's we hire gay bouncers so they don't get distracted by the women. So you guys want to fucking do this or not? Because I got the money. I need some fucking money right now. And they're just looking me up and down like, what the fuck is this dude doing? And I was like, I swear to God, I will tear both your asses up like you guys do to my asshole you fucking curry. I will tear that shit up. And then they left because they were so uncomfortable and left a fucking review on our website. I am not shitting you. Like, we had to approve the reviews like on our actual website, so I got it that morning. And it said, was there last night 1 star? We tried to offer a girl to do extracurriculars or some shit, and gay bouncer ran us out the building. Like, first off, I don't run anywhere, so that was a little bullshit. You guys got any side hustles?
Yeah.
What's your side hustle, Damien?
Only fan feet pics.
I don't believe you.
You ain't got to. It's not my feet.
Yeah, he's like, man. So I used to deliver for Domino's. That was my side hustle for a while. Then it turned into a real job. It was great. But anyways, this one time, I'll tell you the craziest thing that happened to me at Domino's Pizza. I roll in, it's about like 10:30, like I'm helping get in the shop already. I got my first delivery of the day. We're going to the Roadway Inn in Wormleysburg. I grabbed the pizza, and this is going to come into like play later. The pizza was a cheese pizza, no sauce, and pineapple. Medium pizza. Like, what the fuck are you, why would you even order that? Like, first off, you're ordering from Domino's, so you really don't care about pizza. And then you're ordering that? Like, what, no sauce? What are you, fucking Nazi? This is bullshit. Like, that's some crazy fucking shit.
That's what I'm saying.
I had a drink. That's how fucked up that was. But anyways, I go to Wormleysburg, and I look to my right, I pull into the parking lot, and I see like 6 cops with some canines, like putting on gear. I'm like, this is kind of fucking weird. So I'm like looking around, I go to the room, I knock on the door, and as I'm knocking on the door, I hear, "Get on the fucking ground!" They were doing a drug raid. I took pizza to a fucking drug raid. They were at the Wormleysburg roadside fucking inn, or whatever the hell it's called. And I got slammed on my fucking face by the cops. Because they're like, "We don't know if you're involved with this." Sir, I'm in a Domino's uniform. Like, what the fuck do you mean you don't think I'm involved with? Well, it could be a front. I was like, so you think I just went out and bought this? Like, I'm in a fucking Domino's uniform, officer. Like, they handcuffed me and everything. I'm sitting down there, hands behind my back. They're like, "Well, do you have a W-2? Well, not the fuck on me. Like, why the hell would you, has anyone here ever driven in their car with their W-2? Yeah, I didn't fucking think so. But apparently the cops in Wormleysburg thought that that's like a good question to ask. I was like, this is why I voted to defund the fucking police. This is bullshit. You guys don't even ask the right questions. Like, where are you coming from? Where are you going? I'm going back to fucking Domino's to fix my fucking glasses because you slammed me on my fucking face. So they finally let me go after I called my boss to confirm that I worked at Domino's. Because like, we might be a front. I'm like, yeah, I'm totally fronting them. I think I could figure something out a little bit better than working at Domino's to be able to sell drugs. So they put the couple in the back of the car. I put the pizza on top of the car. And the girl looks at me and she says, do you need anything else from me? As she's handcuffed in the back of this car. And I was like, well, if you want to tip me, I need you to write it in on the back of this receipt and sign it. And she says to me, "I'm having a kind of a shitty day." You don't fucking say you're having kind of a bad day. Like, I didn't think that would be that bad of a Tuesday. Like, and I'm like, good thing they caught you, because all you had was pineapple and cheese and fucking dough. Like, that, you should be in jail just for ordering that. That shouldn't even be a fucking option. I was pissed. I almost sued Domino's. I was so mad. But the best part about this whole situation, I get back to the shop, and my face is all fucking scratched up, and like, we worked with this homeless guy that lived underneath a bridge that delivered pizza in the car he lived in. Yeah, we really top of the line at Domino's. But he says he was a complete asshole. And he says to me, "What happened? Did a dick hit you in the face?" I was like, "John, you live in a Saturn Ion. Shut the fuck up." It's like, dude, the closest you get to like touching women is when you deliver pizza to their house. Shut the fuck up, you piece of shit. And then I got written up that day for telling Johnny he was homeless. And I was like, I thought we could only get written up if it was harassment. And like, when you're spitting facts, is that really harassment? Like, this is bullshit. And my boss was this really weird Christian dude that only had sex to reproduce. Nice. So he's had sex like 3 times in his life. The one time we were talking about like good Netflix programs, and he brought up Adventures in Odyssey. Anyone know what that is?
I do.
That's a Christian radio program. Oh my gosh, he was just like, "Oh yeah, man, a new season of Adventures in Odyssey kills." And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? We're talking about Bird Box, the movie with Sandra Bullock, which 90s Sandra Bullock, like if I could go back in time and have one person in my life like shit on my chest, 90s Sandra Bullock, like from like, what was that, Demolition Man? With the seashells. I want to know what that's all about. I still haven't figured it out. They have a whole entire like group of people on Reddit that are trying to figure out why they have 3 seashells. It's fucking insane. But anyways, 90 Sandra Bullock, I want her to poop on me. But dude, current Sandra Bullock wouldn't be that bad. You know, it's a good trade-off. Like, and then she could like adopt a black kid and send him to the NFL, like in real life. But 90 Sandra Bullock, tell me I'm wrong. I feel like if like 90s Keanu Reeves and 90s Sandra Bullock got together, we wouldn't have had 9/11.
I'm saying, dude.
I went down a real big rabbit hole. Like if they would have ended up linking up, because Sandra Bullock was actually cast as the female lead in Point Break, but had to back out due to something. I think she got injured when she was learning how to surf or something like that. So I think that if they would have ended up linking up, because they had the great chemistry and speed, I don't think 9/11 would have happened. Like that's just a firm belief. That's a rabbit hole I'm going to die on. So yeah, if you guys don't agree with me, fuck off. $250,000.
What they don't understand, look what they keep popping. This is just a theory of man, became a monster on the top of the world. Never falling out, as real as they come.
Give it up for Jason Kelsey, stunt double. Nah, I'm just joking. Give it up for Corey once again. Hell yeah. Nah, that was a good set. I miss you, big guy. I'm glad to see you back.
Miss you too, bro.
Yeah.